Today I'd like to share with you the experiences we had whilst investigating Gloucester Prison. I'll include a little background on the place and also present some of the amazing events we captured. The prison was built on the site of the medieval Gloucester Castle, which served as a jail as early as 1185. And by the reign of Richard III, the fortifications had ceased to be maintained and slowly the stone was robbed out to make roads and other buildings. The keep was left standing and served as a county jail until it was deemed to be beyond repair in 1781 and was demolished. The new jail was built on the same site in 1791, and after a number of additions and changes, served as HMP Gloucester until 2013 when the prison finally closed its doors. Following up on claims of objects being thrown around cells, shadow figures, apparitions of children and even a disembodied hand pointing towards the occupant of their then infamously haunted cell 25, SGS went back to Gloucester Prison a second time. First, we split the investigation into two teams, with the prison divided into two areas to prevent audio contamination and to cover as much ground as possible. We then placed audio recorders in key areas. This can be used to debunk noises from outside the area we are investigating. At an SGS investigation, each team member wears an individual audio recorder, so they have an easy way to report what is happening and also for use in debunking or recording any paranormal audio events which we witness.
Can you tell us your story? This is the notorious C block. And so far we've heard a few things. I think you may have seen.
The following footage was recorded in C block, which was where the vulnerable prisoners' cells were located, isolating these prisoners from the general population. I'll play through the clip and then go back and focus on what we picked up on review. But please leave a comment if you see or hear anything you want us to look at.
And you're going to listen to the whole thing?
Not with this going on.
No. That's like
longer than I would normally do. It's probably about 3-4 minutes.
Yeah, see, the thing is, I left it running the whole time at the tunnels, so possibly it took, I think I got 2 EVPs.
Was that something funny then?
Come on, do it again. I won't try and make contact with you. I mean, you no harm at all. Maybe you were put in here against your will.
I just wanted the shadow thing.
You felt like you didn't belong. Maybe people like me come in all the time and shout and talk to you about being
I think I definitely was higher, but your eyes do play tricks, don't they?
Yeah.
Or being a murderer
I thought it was
or a
higher.
rapist.
I'm just trying to think.
Maybe you were put in here against your will.
It's on the same door though.
If that's true, I'm sorry that I've come in with that approach.
And I've not seen that since.
I want you to try and make contact with me now to let me know your story. Maybe. What's that?
What flashed?
Curiously, even though all 4 people in the corridor saw a bright light, it wasn't caught on camera.
Are you sure? You say sorry.
I thought it lit up your backs.
White light. Yeah, I definitely saw that.
If that was you, we thank you. I'm not sure how you did it.
As each investigator in this footage is wearing a recording device, we can use this to try and get a closer look at the audio events, the EVP and the footsteps. You'll now see both events replayed for each of the 3 investigators you see in shot. Then after each, I'll play the audio from the area record on the floor below this one as a control.
Longer than I would normally do. It's probably about 3-4 minutes.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, I left it running the whole time at the tunnels, so possibly got 2.
I just did a burst in there. Longer than I would normally do. It's 4 minutes.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, I left it running the whole time at the tunnels, so possibly got 2. I think I got 2 EVPs.
Come on, show yourself. Longer than I would normally do. It's probably about 3-4 minutes.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, I left it running the whole time at the
Show yourself.
possibly got 2. Yeah, but see the thing is, I left it running the whole time that the tunnels possibly got tipped. I think I got 2 EVPs.
Was that something funny we done?
Come on, do it again.
The whole time that the tunnels possibly got tipped. I think I got 2 EVPs.
Was that something funny we done?
Come on, do it again.
I left it running the whole time that the
yourself.
possibly got tipped. I think I got 2 EVPs.
Was that something funny we done?
Come on, do it again.
Was that something funny we done?
Okay, so with the audio events examined, let's take a look at the light anomaly. As you can see, C block was a dusty place, and a lot of dust is being caught by the camera's sensor as the strong IR reflects off the particles.
Come on, I want to try and make contact with you. I mean, you're no harm at all. Maybe you were put in here against your will. You felt like you didn't belong here.
The light seen only in this footage, however, is harder to explain. Even when this was presented in a live evidence review with the public, not many suggestions were raised to naturally explain it. So please leave a comment if you have any ideas. One theory was that it was a piece of cobweb floating through the air, and as many of the team felt cobwebs at night, it is a possibility. However, there are two factors which aren't easily explained. The dust is floating all over, and there wasn't a strong breeze, but the cobweb travels some 10 meters straight down the corridor without deviating in its course. The second is it doesn't appear to be losing height. If the cobweb is thick enough with dust to reflect IR, you'd expect it to fall. At our live event, a viewer thought they could see an unusual shadow in the doorway. Both Mark and I reported seeing a partial shadow figure in the doorway to this cell, so I've zoomed in on it for the entire duration of the clip. Let us know if you can spot something. Moving on. The next audio event we witnessed in real time, so see if you can pick it out of the seagulls doing their best to try and scare us away.
So if you are able to make yourself known, maybe try and say something. I'll start a bit.
You hear something?
Yeah.
What did you hear?
Nothing.
Yeah, I heard that. You hear something?
Yeah.
What did you hear?
After a while, our group split into two. Mark and I remained alone in C block, whilst the rest of the team moved to the debtors' prison. After some temperature fluctuations, we both witnessed an audio event which is completely clear.
Worth being afraid of.
Footsteps on metal. Footsteps. It was.
Is that you coming closer?
Come on then. Yeah. kind of sound like something running hands out bars as opposed to footsteps.
Yeah, or just like...
After hearing this noise, we went to investigate the possible cause, perhaps expecting the rest of the team to be returning.
It was getting louder, like it was coming towards us though.
However, the metal stairs at the end of the corridor led to a locked door, and the other team was still in the debtors' prison. Having investigated C block for a number of hours, we moved to investigate the chapel room. Whilst there, we recorded further unusual temperature fluctuations, but also some more rather clear audio.
Who's that? There's someone walking around.
That sounded like it was over there.
It is unclear where these noises were coming from, considering we were the only people in the whole building.
No, it sounds...
Walking around.
To us, it sounds like it's complete opposite and above Mark and Michael.
Sit down.
It's like walking.
This was our second visit to Gloucester Prison, and we'll be sharing our experiences about the first visit here on this channel, along with many other investigations we've conducted. So if you enjoyed this investigation review, then please consider clicking like, and for similar sorts of videos, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.